Imagine standing in the middle of the Jordanian desert. The hot wind carries grains of sand, brushing softly against your face. Ahead of you, a narrow crack splits to towering cliffs of rose-red sandstone. This is the Sikh, the secret passage leading to a city once lost to history, Petra. But Petra is no ordinary city. Picture an entire civilization carving their world directly out of mountains. Houses, temples, tombs, even tatters, all sculpted from living rock. For centuries, this city vanished from memory, hidden away by time and silence, until one day, explorers stumbled upon it again, and the world gasped in wonder. Tonight, for the next 2 hours, we'll travel together through this stone metropolis. We'll walk its ancient paths, witness its rise and fall, and uncover the mysteries that still echo in the desert. So, close your eyes for a moment. Picture the golden sun casting its light on crimson cliffs. Welcome to Petra, the lost city of stone. Before Petra, this desert was nothing but dust and rock. But around the 4th century BCE, a small Arab tribe known as the Nabataeans arrived here. They weren't warriors with mighty armies. They weren't kings with vast territories. They were nomads, but they possessed one incredible gift: the ability to read the desert. They knew where water could be trapped, how to build hidden cisterns inside cliffs, how to navigate the harsh land where others would perish. Slowly, they settled in this hidden valley. Its cliffs provided protection. Its location sat right at the crossroads of ancient trade. It was the perfect place to grow something extraordinary. When the first fires were lit in this valley, no one could have imagined that the Nabataeans would create one of the most dazzling cities of the ancient world. Jump forward to the 1st century BCE. Petra is no longer a small camp. It's a bustling city, alive with voices from across the known world. Walk down its streets, and you'd hear Arabic, Greek, Egyptian, even Latin. Caravans of camels arrive daily, carrying incense from southern Arabia, spices from India, silk from China, pearls from the Persian Gulf, and gold from Egypt. Petra was like the Dubai or Singapore of the ancient world, a hub where East met West, where fortunes were made and alliances forged. With wealth pouring in, the Nabataeans invested in art, architecture, and water technology. Their city blossomed in the desert like a rose carved from stone. Picture yourself sitting in a marketplace cafe lounge years ago. Around you, merchants haggle over goods, storytellers entertain with tales of far-off lands, and the air is thick with the scent of spices and incense. Petra was alive, vibrant, and unstoppable. But Petra's true glory lies in its monuments. The first sight to greet travelers emerging from the Sikh is the Treasury, a towering 40-meter facade carved into sheer rock. It seems almost otherworldly. Local legends whispered that Pharaoh's treasure was hidden inside, though no gold was ever found. Yet the real treasure is Petra's craftsmanship. Beyond the treasury lies the Monastery Ad-Deir, even larger and more imposing. The royal tombs line the cliffs, while the massive amphitheater echoes with the laughter and voices of thousands. A colonnaded Roman-style street stretches through the heart of the city, and beneath it all, a secret lifeline. One of the most advanced water systems of the ancient world. Channels, dams, and reservoirs kept Petra alive in the unforgiving desert. Every stone tells a story not of destruction, but of creation, vision, and mastery. So, what was it like to actually live in Petra? The city was a melting pot. Nabataeans mingled with Greeks, Egyptians, and Romans. Their language was Arabic, but their script borrowed from Aramaic. Their religion was equally diverse. They worshipped Dushera, their chief god, represented by a sacred black stone. Alusa, the goddess of fertility, also held power. Yet Greek and Roman influences crept in temples with Corinthian columns, statues in Hellenistic style. Imagine walking Petra at night. Music drifts through the air. Fires flicker against the cliffs. Shadows dance across carved facades. This was no sleepy desert town. It was a city alive with energy, culture, and stories. But greatness never lasts forever. In 106 CE, the Romans annexed Petra. At first, the city remained prosperous. But times were changing. Trade routes shifted from land to sea. Ships could carry goods faster, cheaper, and safer than camel caravans. Petra's lifeline as trade dried up. Then came the earthquakes. In the 4th and again in the 6th century, massive tremors destroyed much of Petra's water system and monuments. Without trade and without water, the city could not survive. Slowly, the Nabataeans left, and Petra vanished into silence. For centuries, the desert kept its secret. Fast forward to 1812. A Swiss explorer named Johann Ludwig Burckhardt disguised himself as a Muslim pilgrim. Speaking fluent Arabic, he convinced locals to guide him to the hidden city. When he first laid eyes on the treasury, his heart must have stopped. Imagine seeing such a monumental facade carved out of stone, standing forgotten in the desert for over 1,000 years. Burckhardt's discovery shook Europe. Stories spread of a lost city hidden in Jordan's mountains. Petra was reborn not as a living city, but as a wonder of the ancient world. Today, Petra is the crown jewel of Jordan. In 1985, UNESCO declared it a World Heritage Site. In 2007, it became one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Tourists from around the globe flock here, walking the sick, marveling at the Treasury, and climbing to the Monastery. Hollywood has immortalized Petra in films like Indiana Jones and Transformers. But fame brings challenges. Foot traffic, erosion, and environmental changes threaten Petra's fragile stone. Will this wonder survive another 1,000 years? The answer depends on us. Yet Petra is more than history, it's mystery. Locals believed the treasury hid Pharaoh's gold. Some archaeologists suspect undiscovered chambers lie behind its walls. Others argue that Petra's origins may stretch further back, before the Nabataeans, perhaps linked to forgotten civilizations. Underground tunnels, hidden tombs, and unsolved questions still haunt the city. And maybe that's what makes Petra so captivating, not just what we know, but what we don't know. And so, our journey ends. Petra is more than stone. It's the story of human determination, of people who carved beauty out of the harshest desert. Stand before its monuments today, and you don't just see ruins. You see resilience. You hear whispers of traders, builders, worshippers, and dreamers. If you ever find yourself in Jordan, walk through the sick, stand before the treasury, and let the cliffs tell you their stories. Because Petra is not dead. Petra is eternal, and now you carry its story with you.